Serial killers. The word itself is horrifying, right? It appealed to me. Why do they do this? What are they up to? Are they crazy? Or do they feel any remorse after committing murders? Did they feel satisfied after killing someone? Or they just kill someone for the peace of their minds? There are serial killers all around the world, maybe even among us, but we can't recognize them because they don't walk around with knives or any other weapon which they use for murder. Every serial killer uses his own unique method of killing so that they can be recognized. Some people do this to gain fame, some because of their sick beliefs. It's like a sick game for them. They thrive for blood. This is what drives them to continue their ill deeds. Here I'm going to talk about one of the infamous serial killer of California who never got caught. Zodiac Killer. No, it's not his name. He was never caught, so no one knew his name. He chose the word Zodiac to gain recognition. He mailed letters and cards to regional newspapers and threatened them to bomb their offices if they were not printing his letters and some of his ciphers. Zodiac Killer have 5 victims, injured 2 and claimed to have killed 37 victims. The duration of the crime in San Francisco was from 1968 to 1969. He either used to stab his victim to death or shot them multiple times. He usually chooses couple and always informed police and claimed his responsibility after committing his heinous deeds. Zodiac claimed in his letters and newspapers to have committed 37 murders. Investigators agree on 7 confirmed assault victims, 5 of whom died and 2 survived. And they are first David Arthur Faraday, 17, and Betty Lou Jensen, 16. They were shot and killed on December 20th, 1968 on Lake Herman Road within the city limits of Benicia. Next couple were Michelle, 19, and Elizabeth, 22. They were shot on July 4th, 1969 in the parking lot of Blue Rock Spring Park. Michelle survived, but unfortunately, Elizabeth was pronounced dead when arrival at hospital. The next couple were Brian and Cecilia. They were stabbed on September 27th, 1969. And after that, the next recognized couple was Paul Lee Stein, 29. He was shot and killed on October 11th, 1969. In San Francisco. On August 1st, 1969, 3 letters were prepared by the killer and received at Vallejo Times Harland, San Francisco Chronicle, and the San Francisco Examiner. These letters were nearly identical. In these letters, Zodiac took credit for all shootings at Lake Herman Road and Blue Rock Spring. Each letter also included 1/3 of 408 symbols cryptogram, which the killer claimed contained his identity. The Zodiac demanded they be printed on each paper's front page, or otherwise he will curse and kill all weekend. After that, the Chronicle published its third of the cryptogram on the page 4, next day's edition, an article printed alongside the code saying, "We are not satisfied that the letter was written by the murderer and requested the writer send a second letter with more facts to prove his identity." On August 7th, 1969, the San Francisco Examiner received a letter with a salutation saying, "Dear editor, this is Zodiac speaking." So this was the first time the killer had used his name for identification, saying the Zodiac speaking. So this letter was a response requesting for more details, and this letter included the details about the murders that had not yet been released to the public. He also said that when a police cracked his code, they will have me. On August 8, 1969, Donald and Betty from California cracked the 408 symbol cryptogram. It contained a misspelled message in which the killer seemed to refer the most dangerous game. The author also said that he was collecting slaves for the afterlife. No name appears in the decoded text. The killer said that he would not give away his identity because it would slow down or stop his slave collection. Here we have some of the translated part from the cipher text, which included 408 symbol, which is given by the Zodiac. which is translated into I like killing people because it is so much fun. It is more fun than killing a wild game in a forest. It also included that it is more fun, and the best part is that when he will die, he will reborn in paradise, and all the people he killed here in earth, they will become the slaves. On November 8th, 1969, the Zodiac mailed a card with another cryptogram consisting 304 characters or letters, we can say. The cipher is dubbed Z340, remained unsolved for over 51 years. And on December 5th, 2020, it was deciphered by an international team of private citizens, including American software engineer and Australian mathematician. So this is the letter which contained 340 symbols given by Zodiac is deciphered as, I hope you are having fun in trying to catch me. That it wasn't me on TV shows, which brings the point about me saying, I am not afraid of gas chambers. It will send me to paradise. All my slaves are waiting in paradise, and everyone else have nothing when they will reach paradise. So they are afraid to death. I am not afraid to death. Arthur Allen was likely suspected based on the circumstantial evidence to be the Zodiac Killer. But there were no other evidences other than circumstantial evidences. His handwriting and DNA did not match. However, he was arrested for assaulting a 12-year boy, which led him to 2 years in prison. His friend Donald claimed that Allen had spoken about him, his desire to kill, and used the name Zodiac. Allen died in 1922, but it was never confirmed whether he was the Zodiac or not. Later, some people claimed to know that real Zodiac killer was someone else, but there were no other evidences and no one could prove it. The Zodiac killer case remained unsolved, although suspects have came forward and continue to come forward to this day, but no one has confirmed as the Zodiac killer. So this was the story of Zodiac Killer. Thank you so much everyone for watching this video. If you like this video, click the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe our channel for more such case studies. Thank you.